Coach Dan here from Rise Above, and I'm here to teach you how to do a half kneeling windmill. So this is an overly complicated movement. A couple things we're going to want to pay attention to is definitely our hips on this. But let's go ahead, let's get set up. You're in the half kneeling position. This is a unilateral exercise. So you're working one side and then the other side. Whatever side's got your leg in front or the foot planted, so in this particular case, my left side, the dumbbell's gonna be in that left hand. From here, we're gonna take that left arm, extend it straight up overhead, making sure bicep is next to ear, just like our shoulder press. From here, what we're gonna go ahead and do is, it's a half kneeling windmill. So we're basically going to take the opposite hand and we're gonna reach towards that floor. And it's a minimum, trying to get the tips of the finger, maximum, palm of the hand. And that's as far as I want you to go. A lot of people will sometimes try to go all the way down to the elbow. The biggest thing that happens when you start going down further than your palm is your hips are going to shoot out to the side. At that point, you're not actually working your core, and that's the goal of this exercise, is to isolate your oblique and your abdomen as you're doing this. So if you're reaching and you feel like your hip is shooting out to the side to get you out, this isn't my core working, it's my hip working. So make sure that your hips are basically staying in place. And as you actually watch this, what you'll kind of notice with me is I'm actually shifting my hips forward and back like a hip hinge. That's okay. We just don't want to shift it out to the side. Forward and back is okay on this. And let me go ahead and turn sideways for you so you can sort of see what I mean on this. So I'm up in that position, I'm reaching, and you can see I'm pushing the hips back. It's the tips of my fingers, and it's a palm to the floor, shifting my hips even further back. And I can feel it isolated right in here as I'm doing it, versus, if I were to push my hips out, I can feel that right here in my hip and not in my oblique. So make sure that the hips are going forward and back as you do this. And then again, you'll have to do the other side as well. Same thing, we don't want the hips to shift out. It should be a forward and back shift as you're reaching down. Now, the other thing on this too is only go to the distance that you're able to. If you can only get your fingertips, only go to your fingertips. If you can get your whole palm, great. But if you feel like that hip is shifting out, that means you're probably going too low or your weight is too heavy. And that's how you do your half kneeling windmill.